It was there before we went live. Oh, there it is.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hey, hear us now. Hi, Brett. Raven.
Should we start over?
No, because that was a once in a lifetime. So let's do it
You
again,
ruined
WWE style, the very next year.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, we're going to talk WWE.
so welcome to the 3-second tan.
Yeah. He ruined all of our intro stuff because it was good stuff.
It really was good stuff, Rob.
What was that?
Damn, you go on screen and shame yourself.
No.
Yeah, do it.
Wow. Wow. That's not acceptable.
What a rude dude.
It's not acceptable. So tonight we're going to cover 3 different events.
Yeah.
One of which has already happened, and 2 are about to happen in just a couple days. So, or when you watch this, it might have already happened. But hopefully you're live here with us, like Raven is and Brett is. So thank you guys.
And me.
And that guy. This is a Christian server.
This is,
Christian Cage
ha.
server.
Starts off.
You got the thing up? The link? Results. Do you have the sheet? Do you need the sheet?
Yes.
God damn it, Eric. So, Backlash happened. Did anyone watch it? We did. And we're going to talk about our thoughts.
Did I watch it? I don't remember.
Just came to say hi, but as you know, I don't really care about the subject matter, so I'm going to leave it running for your viewer count.
Oh, thanks.
Appreciate that. You should get into wrestling because you're kind of a big thing over there in NAW. So.
Yar.
True story.
Yar.
But without further ado, let's talk Backlash. So on the pre-show, we had Eric's favorite, the Ruby Riott.
She's not my favorite. First of all, I just think she's underrated.
Sure. She was with, of course, the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, and she defeated Bayley.
Deuces, no excuses.
Yeah. Do you remember this match? This is a little bit ago now.
No.
So not memorable.
I don't know if I even watched it, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Well, you're not on the screen, so it doesn't matter what you think right now.
It doesn't matter what you think.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, he's on the screen now. He's flipping the bird. So, yeah, unfortunately, non-memorable moment. Brett remembers it. Are you a fan of them? Both of them? All of them? None of them? I'm assuming some of them. Give us your thoughts in the comments.
I want to like Sarah Logan.
Why? Because she wants to be like Tomb Raider-ish?
Sure.
He thinks she's hot.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Except for the dreads.
You don't like dreads?
Dreads are gross.
Oh, no. Dreads are cool.
Dreads are gross. Bray
Depends
Wyatt
on who
needs to
they're
wash
on.
his hair. Bray Wyatt needs to wash his hair.
He does need to wash his hair.
We'll get something about hair coming up here soon.
Oh, man.
Oh, did you scoop up that image for me? Because remember we're going to open the show like that and we didn't?
Oh.
Yikes.
What image?
Oh.
We'll get there.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, do you just want the regular one, or do you want the side by side?
Oh, anything. Just wow us. And it needs to be like full on.
I don't know. I don't like that. Don't say full on.
Full on. So unfortunately, Bayley's taking the fall here to potentially boost Ruby Riott, but it's a pre-show match, so does it really matter if they pick up wins?
No.
No. Overall, not memorable. But I'll tell you what was memorable. Tell me about this next match.
James Hardy versus the Batman.
Pretty sure.
No, it was
that one.
It was Burn It Down versus Awesome.
Burn it down.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
A 20-minute main event caliber match opening a pay-per-view.
I do remember that.
Talk about a curtain jerker.
Yeah, Seth Rollins beat The Miz for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was a good match. Personally, I thought that it was pretty spicy. It was a spicy match.
Like a Slim Jim.
But not a spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
Seth Rollins, in my eyes, can do no wrong.
Well, he's great. He's main event all the way, but unfortunately they just are not pushing him.
I think he needs this Intercontinental run right now because the main event scene is so...
Oh, it's garbage.
Yeah.
is garbage. It's
being
better that he's right here.
Being a mid card is a compliment right now.
Yeah.
I think you have The Miz, you have Seth Rollins. I think
Balor.
I was gonna say I think Finn Balor might be mid card.
Ish, yeah. I mean, they're kind of doing stuff with him, but
Who else is mid card? I honestly think Elias is doing really well too.
Elias, he's one that has potential.
But his gimmick still has to win me over, which it hasn't yet. I don't hate it.
You're not gonna walk with.
I'm not gonna walk with Elias. No.
You know what it really reminds me of, though, is an extremely updated take on the Honky Tonk Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
incredibly, yeah.
Yeah.
And Honky
So I
Tonk
think
wasn't
once he-
terrible.
No, well, that's the thing. I think once he gets some traction, he'll be extremely well remembered. Honky Tonk Man is extremely well remembered despite doing almost nothing of note.
I think what Elias has is the crowd. He has that certain thing that brings that interaction up.
Yeah, no question.
Brett's walking with Elias.
That's what WWE stands for.
So yeah, I mean, this year has truly belonged to the likes of Seth Rollins and The Miz for sure, among others. But they're keeping the weekly shows interesting because you definitely can't say it for your main champion, who's still, even though I'm wearing his shirt, like, what are they doing with him? Is he gonna have a fight in UFC and come back again? Like, what is happening with Brock?
Dude, fuck Brock.
Speaking of him, did you know he is now the longest reigning champion of the modern era?
Don't even.
It makes me so angry.
It infuriates me to no end.
He's 4 days past CM Punk's reign, which
They just want to erase CM Punk from the books.
which sucks because that reign that CM Punk had was one of the best
Yeah.
in modern history.
And he was a fighting champion.
Yeah, and he put on good matches.
Yeah.
That's got to be why they're giving Rollins all of this fighting champion push, too. He's not the heavyweight champion right now, but he's out there every week defending that title, so nobody can be like, well, nobody defends titles on TV anymore. Seth's out there doing work week after week.
Yep. So we'll get more about
Bork Laser.
Bork in a minute.
Borky Bork.
But tell us about the next one, Trav.
So Nia Jax still continuing her run as champion, defeating Alexa Bliss and putting on a decent showing in this one. I think the rivalry is interesting, but ultimately Alexa is the better champ than Nia.
Oh, for sure.
Nia has the better chase for the gold.
Yeah.
She does not have as a compelling and interesting championship reign. And we're actually going to talk about her next match later on in the show.
Yep.
But overall, it was an average match. But again,
What?
That's the preview.
Oh, that's giant.
what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So,
Did it switch out there? Or is
yeah,
it-
no, you're fine.
You're good.
Again, yes, indeed, Raven, I agree 100%. Brett says he's not facing anybody at SummerSlam.
You spelled it right the first time.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I corrected my not so needed correction.
Yeah, speaking of Brocco, yeah, he's gonna
Sound
face
like you
someone.
said. Sound like you said. Brocco.
Brocco. Speaking of Brocco's Modern Life. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with SummerSlam. He'll probably drop it there, but we'll get to that.
No, he said. Did you know he's not facing anybody at SummerSlam?
He will. You can't keep Brock off that payday.
No.
He
won't allow it.
So yeah, overall, again, personally, I think they need to take the belt off of Nia, but was Alexa Bliss the right one to take it right back? Probably not.
And
this
we'll
time.
get to her next match in a little bit. but-
Yeah. Overall, again, average. Nothing to rewind and watch over and over again.
Yeah. Then next up we had Jeff Hardy defeating Randy Orton for the United States Championship, where he retained. I like Jeff as a singles competitor for sure. I liked the Hardys back when they were.
Putting on bigger matches.
Yeah.
They're just old and
Vintage
injured.
Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
You can say they're vintage now. That's scary.
I know.
Well, I mean, they were saying that about The Undertaker in 1998.
It's true.
And agree with Trevor. It was a boring match. I was gonna say Travis, but you're standing right in front of me.
So, I don't know. The thing I don't like about Jeff Hardy is the thing.
That he drinks and drives.
Really? Yeah. The company rewards your competitors when they get in trouble for DUI and gives them the championship.
Yeah.
When a couple years back they suspended Roman Reigns for a prescription medication because he had anxiety. What the heck is happening?
Can't be getting anxiety.
Can't be stressed out if you're going to be in front of millions of people.
Every day.
Getting judged.
Every day.
How dare you?
I know. Silly.
So
overall, I mean, yeah, it was a match that happened.
The next match makes me mad up in the pants.
So this next
Everywhere,
one,
not just the pants.
This next one here, Daniel Bryan defeated Big Cass by submission. Why is this his big return push?
Which one?
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel
Big
Bryan.
Cass?
Well,
Either of them.
really, yeah.
Well, I guess for Big Cass, it's
high profile for Cass. It's a waste of time for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. But the thing is, how else would you book him?
Daniel Bryan?
Right now in the mixed scene they have.
Throw him right the shit back into the championship running. I'm sorry.
Two against no one. He's going to stand there against the MVP.
no. Put him back in the Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm. His last match was the Money in the Bank, and he basically had to retire.
Yeah, but
well,
I mean,
it was a ladder match for the title, but same diff.
But still, I mean, I know it's more risk. It's higher risk, high reward.
As much as I like to see that, it pains me to say it. He's had his run, and it's great to see him back.
He's looked better.
He looks better, but the scene has ultimately kind of evolved even more since him. Like, I don't know, he just has a fear of ladders, yeah. I don't know. It's just not the same that it was 4 years ago. It's changed significantly. He's that.
He's no longer the only scrappy underdog.
Well, no, he's the senior now to all these sophomores, you know, that came up from the indie scenes. He's the tenured guy.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Personally, I don't want to see the rivalry continue, but unfortunately it is.
I don't want to see it continue just because I can't stand Big Cass without Enzo.
Well,
That's not gonna happen. So
No, and I get that. Like, that's not a bring back Enzo. That's just Big Cass was fine when he was paired up with the yappy
a
dog.
mouthpiece.
Because he's terrible.
It's the same thing for Roman Reigns. He was fine with the Shield.
Yep.
Him solo.
But see, I don't think we always talk about Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns can be a good singles competitor, but I think he would have been a way better singles competitor if A, he lost the Shield music,
Yes.
B, changed up his wrestling attire,
Yes.
and C, didn't pander to the audience.
Yes. That meme or that GIF though.
I'm gonna go look that GIF.
No, it's so disturbing.
But you know what I mean? Like,
You
if
should
he,
put it on.
like, Dean Ambrose lost all that gear, jeans and a tank top, changed his music.
Sure.
Seth Rollins, I mean, he still wore the same kind of stuff, but
But I mean, he's ultimately changed his.
yeah,
too,
yeah.
so.
He's changed his music, he's changed his attitude,
His style, even.
and his style too.
Yeah.
But Roman Reigns still feels like that cookie cutter.
Well, it shows you
It feels
too.
like he feels like he's the lone member of the Shield.
Well, and he's the one with the least amount of experience too, and they thrust him into the main event.
Oh yeah,
Because the other two, I mean, they've been around in the indie circuit for a long time.
yeah.
Roman came from football.
And then he was in what, FCW for a little bit.
Barely.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't very long before he learned the craft.
It's a
if you
shotgun
will,
Brett,
but-
and he thinks it's cool.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not too excited to watch. I'm excited to watch the Daniel Bryan Big Cass match just to see it end.
Sure.
But the next match we had on that card was Carmella defeating Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Champion. Carmella as a champ is starting to grow on me.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Mel's money.
I
was
hate
funny.
it for the exact reasons you're supposed to hate it. I hate her the same way I hate The Miz a lot of times.
Yeah, I try to hate The Miz, but I can't hate The Miz.
Well, you can't hate him.
No.
No, me neither.
And you can't hate Carmel.
Huh.
Oh no, I can.
Moonwalking,
There-
trash talking.
When she screeches, legitimate hate. Real,
I think-
unbridled. I hate it.
I think that's awesome.
I want her to fall off of things.
Wow. Well.
But I did not see her beating Charlotte.
I was shocked they went
Neither
with
did
that.
I. Yeah.
I do
Especially
though.
after coming off a win against Asuka.
Yeah. But I was going to say,
Charlotte,
since
that
then,
is.
I've liked what they've been doing with Carmella and Asuka.
Yeah, no, the storyline's been intriguing.
I mean, it's nothing to write
the
home about, but
assistance
it's
from
solid.
the Iconics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's been really good storyline writing. Safeguarding her as champ. I really hope that we'll get to that.
Well, they're not clean, Trevor. They're a little dirty, the way she's winning them. She's taking advantage of other things to win the matches.
Yeah. I don't know, people are going crazy. So, the next one on this card, which in my opinion should have been the main event, that ultimately was not.
Well,
AJ Styles against Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm kind of thankful it wasn't.
So, yeah, knowing the end of the match, yeah, it's best that it wasn't. Because it ended in a draw. They both dick kicked each other. They dicked each other.
They both dicked each other.
And no contest. We now have had low blows, kicks to the groin, and just, dick kick city.
Dick kick city.
Why is this the month on end booking of these two when you have the history they have and the AAA?
That would be like putting Okada and Omega together, only to dick kick each other.
Why do that? Like,
there's no point.
You know the thing is,
I think they initially started it because they wanted to turn Shinsuke heel, which I get that. Fine, the first one, sure. But from then on out, don't make it a low blow party.
Well,
don't be like an even worse Young Bucks.
You know that these guys are best friends.
Shots fired.
Young Bucks, you suck.
Yeah. No, they do.
I'm not a fan of them. You know that
the Young Fucks is more like it.
You know that Styles and Shinsuke.
Rude.
You know that they're probably tight friends in real life, right? So they probably after a wrestling show, icing their bruises and injuries. They're like, what if we just, had a couple drinks? They're like, what if we just keep kicking each other in the dick every week?
Oh, you mean Shinsuke and...
Like they plotted
I thought you were
this.
talking about the Young Bucks.
No. Well,
bro.
I won't go into that. But I bet you they're like, let's pitch this to creative. And creative's like, yeah, that's good.
They're like,
let's
drunk.
keep doing this until October. No. So
in December.
Overall, you got two of your best technical wrestlers on the roster kicking each other in the dick. What is happening?
So ultimately, that match pissed me off.
Yeah, Styles is a great champ. This is not showcasing his talents, and these are not memorable moments.
It's not showcasing either of their talents.
No, and they could be putting on many main events over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Ultimately, do I think the storyline may end in Nakamura getting the belt? Possible, but what's the payoff here? We suffered through some dick kicks.
Yeah.
I mean, the cups, why is no one wearing a cup?
I don't know.
Like, that's why. Why wouldn't you? After the first one, that'd be your first thought, right?
Yeah.
We saw, what's his name, wear a chest plate when Goldberg was spearing everyone.
Yeah, who? Who did?
God, who was it? Was it Nash? Who wore the chest plate?
Bret Hart.
Was it Bret? Yeah, it was Bret Hart under his jersey. Thank you. It was a long time. That was like 20 years ago.
You want to know the only reason I know that off the top of my head? I'm going to pimp the WWE Network here for a second. I've been watching the Monday Night War documentary lately, and I just watched the Bret Hart one a couple of days ago.
Yes, Bret. Thank you, guys. Couldn't remember.
Trevor and Brett both said Brett.
Yeah. I'm not a big WCW guy, so
I didn't see
I watched it
live.
when I was younger.
I watched it, but
I
only
watched it during the wars, but
I was WWF all the way.
yeah.
And then the next match on the card was just a throwaway for me. It was my popcorn match. Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman defeating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
And that's why I picked the image that I picked, because it wasn't going to be a good match.
It's just
It was hilarious. It was fun to watch.
talk about poor booking yet again. Sami Zayn, he's all right.
That feud with Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley makes me want to vomit.
Every time either one of them comes on the screen now, I just want to turn the channel.
Well, I look at the difference and I'm like, Sami Zayn would be destroyed. Absolutely destroyed.
Did you watch Raw this week?
Lashley would wreck him.
Obstacle course shit.
That was so dumb.
I mean, it was impressive to see Bobby Lashley do that.
Yeah.
But not in a WWE arena.
That's
If
something
they
you
just
do
show
in
a
an
video of
edited
them-
environment, like a promo video.
Yeah.
Where he takes them to a military base because of his background.
Yeah.
Say, hey, here's an obstacle course, and they get some laughs, and then
Basically,
you do it in an edited way.
Do it like they did the deletion.
Right.
With Matt
Something
Bray.
like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
By the way, that match was amazing.
What, the
final deletion? Or no,
Ultimate Deletion.
Ultimate Deletion.
Yeah.
The Final Deletion was also good.
It was so goofy, but it was a absolute wonderful ride.
I would have enjoyed it more if they hadn't done it already in TNA. That's just...
I never saw it in TNA, so I had.
But that's why they did it, because they're
More
people.
blondes.
Share of wheels.
Share of wheels.
So it closed with, which I think most people started getting up and leaving. Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah, they
defeated Samoa Joe.
Just walked right.
People
I wonder.
were leaving the arena.
I wonder if people, when they get booked with Roman, are like, "Ah, fuck. I know I'm gonna get cheered."
I mean, Samoa Joe is probably just happy to get a paycheck at his point in his career.
Yeah.
Because
That could be.
honestly, like, since signing him, the only good stuff he's put on was in NXT, and even those matches, like including him against Balor, where Balor got bloody and they stopped the fight like multiple times throughout it.
Yeah.
Which
That
was
was
infuriating.
yeah,
It was the only time I watched Samoa Joe and enjoyed it, and they wrecked it.
Yeah, there was moments like that where ultimately it was frustrating. But he hasn't putting anything up super memorable, in my opinion. And it's Roman Reigns on the other half, which again, we all know my dislike for him.
I really do think he could be so much better if he wasn't booked so terribly and just shed everything he was and created something else with him.
You know, I don't know. Do we have that GIF to show off? Because this is a good point to show it.
So we're gonna do the. Is it a GIF or?
It was a gift, yeah, but hang on.
These are our thoughts,
Not yours.
not yours.
Y'all could just move on, I guess. I don't have it handy.
That's fine. Moving on. We'll return to it because he'll get mentioned again.
It's gonna. We'll do it after takeover. After the takeover
Yeah.
Chicago stuff.
So takeover, kick us off. Rick.
So first match we got on the takeover card is Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream in a singles match. Kind of excited for that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're gonna see some high flying and some major spots in this one. So I think this one will be a very interesting one. This isn't the necessary order of the card either. By the way,
true.
this is just kind of how they've been booked and the order the match has been booked.
I feel like
This
the
could
way-
very well kick it off though.
it looks like the way you have it in here looks like it's.
Yeah, it could
Yeah,
go
I
this
thought
way.
it was the match order.
So, this of course takes place in Chicago,
Shot
one of the best cities in the country.
Agreedo.
Don't tell
So-
Pat.
Why?
Why?
You don't like
He
Chicago?
absolutely can't stand Chicago.
Oh, well,
Why? What's wrong
sucks,
with Chicago?
sucks to be him.
Okay, that's random.
He's
Who saw when Ricochet jumped over the top rope? You mean every match?
Yeah, I was just saying.
well,
Does it a
but
lot.
they were shooting a promo between Velveteen Dream and Ricochet, and Velveteen Dream says, "Just know that everything you can do, I can do better." And so Ricochet took like 2 steps back and ran and did a forward flip over the top rope and landed right in front of him. Stepped up to the mic and said, "So show me then." And Velveteen Dream just like slack jaw, just dropped the mic, like couldn't even handle it. It was actually a really slick promo.
Called you Locky.
Lucky.
What up? I don't know what you're talking about.
He
but
said thanks.
Ricochet had a match with Ospreay that was apparently really good.
I don't know why you put Offspray.
Is that like Offspring?
Yeah. It's Osprey. Ospreay. Spelled it 3 times today looking him up on the wiki.
So we then go into the next.
Oh, what happened
apparently,
here?
What did
Yeah.
you do?
apparently we're going into promos.
It turned the stupid thing back on when I switched it. Sorry.
Good job, buddy.
He's taken over.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you can see, the graphic below here, Ricochet, Velveteen Dream. So,
Yeah, be a good match.
Velveteen Dream, I've been going back, speaking of the network, I've been going back and watching some old seasons of Tough Enough that, mind you, those shows aren't fantastic. If you have nothing else to do or you're trying to fall asleep, sometimes they're good for that.
Yeah.
But the season before the final season that aired, the one in 2015, the one that had Hulk Hogan on it for half of it before he got all racist and shit, actually had Velveteen Dream on it.
Oh.
And he was one of the people, spoiler alert, he was one of the people that got cut from the show about halfway through. So,
Like, do they cut every week?
yeah, they cut somebody every
Oh,
episode.
so he was legitimately cut, not like oh, you did something bad, you're cut. from
No,
the
no,
show.
no, yeah, the fans vote on it, and
Yeah.
the person with the least gets kicked. So he got booted from the show.
His name was Patrick.
It is Patrick. Very good.
Well, I mean, it's probably still Patrick.
And it's funny too, as I was watching this, I'm like, I recognize this guy, and like, he's super young. Like he
Which
was.
one are we talking about now?
Velveteen
Velveteen
Dream.
Dream.
He was like 18 or 19. He knew so much about the industry. He knew his history. He knew a lot of technical stuff. He had been somewhat training, and it shows. And it ultimately, just because he got cut, he ended up getting picked up for a developmental contract off TV.
Yeah.
They developed his character, improved him. He made his debut here. He's Velveteen Dream, and I mean, the kid's young, but he's got a lot of potential. And so I've been really impressed with the stuff he's done. And yeah, he's 21 now. That season was back in 2015.
He's 21 now?
Yeah.
Dude is like 35 feet tall.
Yeah. 21, and that's what he's doing in life. And here we are in our 30s. Look at us.
Making a podcast about it.
Yikes.
We're talking about you, Velveteen.
So, but yeah, that's all that stuff I really want
Where's
to say.
Epico? Epico, where you at?
Yeah, Epico, you're supposed to be watching us. So that was a fun thing we found out one day. Randomly, we got an alert on our phones. I'm like, hey guys, I don't know if this is real, but I think Epico followed us on Instagram.
And he totally did.
Yeah, it was like, what?
Or he commented.
He commented and then followed.
Oh, he did follow
both,
us?
Yeah.
Sweet. On which one? DNA? Or 3 second tan?
3 second tan one, I believe. So, I think. I don't know.
Oh, and also for those here, just so we don't forget, we are now, what are we, partners or affiliates?
Affiliate.
We're now affiliate with Twitch, so that means you can cheer, you can donate, and you can sub to our channel, help us out. We'll keep giving you content.
Yeah, if you like what you see,
We hope.
we hope.
Yeah.
As you can see, we do a variety of stuff, so let us know what your favorite is. Let us know what you want to see more of.
Yeah.
And we'll work on that. So the next match on this upcoming Saturday's card for NXT TakeOver Chicago, one of the best factions or teams,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
I would agree.
the Undisputed Era. Here you can see two of the members, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, your champions.
Those are the two in the match, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What about,
I'm
is it Adam Cole not in that picture?
He's not in the picture, no. 'Cause he's not in
Oh, that's the
match.
match.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch?
Never heard of him.
They've been around for a little while. This should be a pretty good match, some big spots.
I will say that I cannot wait for Undisputed Era to come up, if and when they do.
The problem
right
is,
away.
Right. They really gotta reconfigure their tag division. And honestly, with the joining back up now, as we're seeing with this pay-per-view and Backlash, well, the one we just talked about, it's the first joint one. They're no longer doing brand exclusive pay-per-views. So we need to consolidate titles now. I think you should have the champions appearing on both shows while the rest of the roster remains exclusive. Maybe still
For each belt.
well,
or just the
I
tag
think they
teams.
should consolidate the tag belts.
I do too.
The women's, because of the size of the roster, I think they can keep two. The men's, fucking consolidate that shit. Because one of your champs doesn't even appear on the show anyways.
Yeah.
Have Styles appear on both shows.
Yeah.
Or drop the belt from Brock.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they drop the belt, then maybe keep two separate ones. But
Because
if
your
they're gonna do
flagship
this,
show where it's over 3 hours of content every Monday, you don't even have your champ on it.
shows up, 3 times a year for 12 minutes while Paul Heyman jabberjaws.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Never says
Pointless.
a word himself, just smirks.
Pointless.
Wasted
So
time.
that's my thought. And they've done this in the past, right? They have periods of time where they grow
It's my
and
Brock
expand. And
That is a good question, Trevor.
question. Let's hope they actually appear when they come up. Yeah, Authors of Pain, they said they don't have anything
whole tie.
the whole time. Creative said basically, and from what I've read, this is information coming from Meltzer and Bleacher Report, so credibility up in the air. But they said Creative did not have anything for Authors of Pain at this time. That's why they're just kind of not doing anything with them.
Hey, that thing you wanted to start the show with, you want me to cue that up to go with the last topic or after the last topic?
Well, I think when we bring that character up,
Which will be...
the pay-per-view, Money in the Bank.
Is he on it?
It is a fucked up joke, Brett, but it's
You know what
funny
I'm
and
talking about,
true.
the GIF.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the next match after that, we got Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross. Now, the last match, Shayna Baszler and Ember Moon, Like Shayna Baszler surprised me.
Yeah, very impressive showing.
When she was in the women's tournament,
Mm-hmm.
it just looked like all she did was
MMA.
Brawling, right? MMA. It looks like now she's consolidating she's absorbing all of the wrestling and throwing MMA in, which is fine.
Yeah, she's learning.
Yeah. And Nikki Cross is just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And awesome, because she's going against two crazy people, two crazy women.
Yeah. Isn't that it? Never mind.
You really want to look at Nikki Cross? You want that? She'll bite it off.
Wow.
Your sandwich off the table.
What are you trying to say? She likes sandwiches?
Yeah, just chubby.
Yes.
What?
Brett says Brock is about as useful as Tyson Kidd.
Wow. That's really terrible. Tyson Kidd was pretty good in NXT.
I love Tyson Kidd.
Shayna Good beat all our butt cheeks. Mm-hmm. They
Shayna's
brought
good.
Sanity and AOP up because they planned to do a Money in the Bank tag match, then decided not to.
Wait, they didn't bring Sanity up?
Yeah, they did. Well,
No, they
they
brought.
announced them through Vignette repeatedly. They're coming around the corner.
They've been teasing it.
For weeks.
I didn't see any of those teases.
Well, they haven't done it the last 2 weeks, but they did basically every SmackDown for like a month almost.
Yeah. Which is fine. Again,
I
the
thought they
roster swells and shrinks.
were. Yeah.
So the problem is you have these big names and stars in NXT, and they have that place to shine. When they get called up to the main roster,
There's so many more
there's
brighter stars.
Too many, and then they tag. They tag with Dolph Ziggler.
And Drew McIntyre.
That's what I'm speaking
Oh,
of.
oh, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They tag with the likes of who's forever stuck in mid card.
Yep. Always will. What's the next match we got?
Our next match is one I'm actually looking really forward to seeing. Our defending champion Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan.
I don't know much about Lars Sullivan, but he reminds me of
I mean, you got two titans here going at it. So.
who's the dude that he reminds me of? You know,
English guy.
this guy.
Yeah, English guy.
Who,
No.
Lars Sullivan?
Yeah, I'm saying he reminds you of an English guy.
He reminds me of
I know what I'm saying. Like an old wrestler?
Yeah, older wrestler.
He kind of reminds me of King Kong Bundy, but not quite as big.
He reminds me of
Or
Yeah.
Abdullah the Butcher. He kind of looks like
not
him
not
too.
that old. I was gonna say Festus, but not Festus.
Festus is back.
I know he's Luke Gallows.
Raven, yeah, they need to have Star vs. Jobber matches. Yeah, in the early 90s, Raw did it right. You know, they would have those quick matches. Local talent, not Kurt Hawkins,
And not me.
and not Locksteady.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that said language alert Cunt Hawkins?
Oh.
Because I'm looking at it on my computer and it looks like a CUN. See you next Tuesday.
We won't anymore.
Canceled.
Cancelled.
I am excited because I think Aleister Black is really good. I love his character.
So yeah, I mean, it'll be a good match. I don't expect it going long, and I truly expect Aleister Black retaining. Because for one, I don't think he's getting called up yet. I don't expect that until after SummerSlam or Survivor Series if they move forward with him getting called up.
It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to call him up this soon after giving him the belt from Almas.
Yeah, no, he's holding on to that belt. So that's my prediction there. Ultimately, we haven't been given our predictions who's going to win. We've just been kind of talking about matches.
Yeah. Which, yeah.
I mean, which is fine.
Do you want to hop back? I mean, this is only the fourth match. Do you want to hop back and do predictions real quick?
Do you want to predict or no?
It doesn't matter. We can.
We can go. Yeah, let's hop back. Let's give our predictions so far, then we'll talk about the main event of NXT.
Okay.
What do you got? Ricochet, Velveteen.
I got Velveteen.
Velveteen.
I don't watch enough NXT, so I'm not voting.
Okay.
I got Undisputed Era.
Undisputed.
I'm actually going to vote on that one because, come on, it's Undisputed Era.
I got Shayna Baszler.
Baszler.
I got Aleister Black.
Yep.
And then final match.
Our main events.
Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, street fight. Chicago street fight.
Here we go again. That last match they had, oh my.
Was brutal.
God. The bumps. I'm surprised they're alive and able to have another match.
It was a
who
good
won-
match, though.
Who won the last one?
Epic. Gargano.
Yeah.
I think this one's going to go to
Johnny
Ciampa.
Wrestling.
I think this one's going to go to Ciampa. Ciampa.
Ciampa.
I feel like they're going to do 1-1 and then do a rubber.
Well, yeah, and that'll be set for SummerSlam weekend.
Oh yeah.
You should put that the main event SummerSlam. Put them in a cell or something.
Hell in a Cell. Have one
Barbed
of them-
wire Hell in a Cell.
Have one of them go Mankind off the roof.
Oh god, they would too. Freaking crazy guys, taking bumps on a cement floor.
I feel like they
That
would
was
be.
nice.
I feel like one of them would be like Jeff Hardy off the Titantron or something.
He just takes a head bomb off it. Just
Of the two, Gargano strikes me as the one who would hardy it up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Tommaso Ciampa is more like of
he's a brawler.
yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
No. To Brett.
I really don't want to see Gargano or Ciampa. Why?
Yeah. I
Do you
don't
want to
really
keep
know.
him down in NXT because they're using him properly?
I mean that would make
That's a valid point.
it is a valid point, but at the same time you want to see them succeed and become.
You do, but here's the thing. If you see a lot of the talent from the last 10 years, and he says yes, a lot.
Okay, that's fair.
These guys, they're smaller than us. They're not big dudes. Like, these are guys who weigh between 160 and 200 pounds and stand maybe 5'8" to 5'10".
Yeah.
They're small guys in NXT they're calling up. But when you get a bunch of guys that size in NXT and they're wrestling each other, they look bigger than they actually are.
Yeah.
But you get them on the main roster and put them against the
Kane and
likes
Big
of
Show and
Kane.
Baron
Well, I
Corbin
also
and-
feel like the I do agree with Trevor. Triple
Yeah.
H take over booking for Raw and SmackDown.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
But also when you put them in the NXT arena, which is
Small.
infinitely smaller, they do look that much bigger because the arena is so much smaller.
Right.
And your perception is, oh my god, like wrestling should be in this giant arena, but you see them in this little
The
tiny
crowd
arena.
reactions are more fun. It's an intimate atmosphere.
That's
Yeah,
I've been
more
watching
real.
the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion all day today, and like their crowds are phenomenal. They're just like,
Well, yeah, it's
Way more respectful.
it's an art, and
Yeah,
a lot
Sammy
of it.
got
It looks like people
it.
are just sitting there on their lunches at work because they're all formal and they're all just sitting back.
Yeah.
There's no signs. There are probably a few, but like it's
Yeah.
all this very respectful, and it's an
Yeah.
art. So
I
it's a
love
very
it.
different approach to wrestling, and that's what I found most interesting with New Japan.
For sure.
I don't know.
But
Well,
that is NXT this Saturday night. I
What
don't
are-
know the official start time. Probably 8:30.
What are we doing? What are we doing next? The Money in the Bank, or do you want to do your Giphy thing, your Giphy lube?
Oh, there was other news that happened this week on Raw.
You guys ready for this?
I'm waiting.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to. Jesus Christ. Where am I today?
Oh, you're right here. We're waiting.
Boom.
Tweedle's Twaddle? What is that?
I don't know. But I found that image and I grabbed it because I like that.
Oh.
Oh, Andrew, have you seen this?
Baron Corbin's dome.
His hair's gone. Have you seen those memes of him and it says it's Venom?
Oh, he looks terrible.
No.
There's a meme that if you can find it, it says it looked like Venom is trying to get away from Baron Corbin because it was him getting slammed on the mat. His wet hair looks
Oh.
like it's peeling away from his head, and they said it's Venom trying to escape. Brett says he looks up at Kurt Angle.
You know what though? If we're being completely honest, I like him without the hair more so than the hair.
I think
As
the only.
No
Constable?
hair is always better than that hair. Though.
He's the constable.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If we're comparing.
If it's going that bad, you got to get rid of it.
Yeah. His hair was trying to escape his face.
Yeah.
He's
Not
still
saying he
terrible.
looks good.
Right, he still looks terrible, but he looks better.
I think he looks more of like his character is, like how his character should be. Should
Well,
have.
the direction they're taking his character now, I think the look is definitely better for him.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
He looks goofy now, but he looked goofier before.
Yeah.
I just don't like him, so that's my.
Also, yes, I can't stand him. He
I
annoys
didn't
the
like
shit
him in
out of me.
NXT because he was booked for weeks on end doing one move, the end of days.
Yeah.
And that was it. They were all squash matches against everybody. He never did anything interesting. They called him up and they tried doing that on the main roster with him.
I'm
like,
taking it
this-
off the screen. I can't look
Yeah,
at it
thank you.
anymore.
You know you're ugly if your hair is trying to leave you. I mean, I get it. Mine in the back's trying to leave me.
So, what was that other? Was that the one that you guys wanted to get to?
That's one of them. There was another one.
You
you
want
wanna-
to get the other one out of the way now?
And then we can go into Money in the Bank and then close it out.
Should we just say, meanwhile, Vince is like... Okay.
Oh, what the hell?
Your shit's broke, man. Shame Rob.
Shamrock.
Shame Rob. Hashtag shame.
Oh,
Hashtag
yeah, I
shame.
know what happened.
Everyone chat. Hashtag shame. Is it gonna work? Is it not doing anything?
Oh. Was that it?
Yeah.
And then whoops.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, we're okay.
I thought that was going to be more interesting.
No, I sent that out this morning, and everybody got angry at me for it.
Yeah, that's how Vince really is, though. That's why he's booked the way he is. So, let's talk about our main attraction, though. We have Money in the Bank this Sunday night. The first of now many 4-hour pay-per-views. That's the standard. So instead of 8 o'clock, they're all starting at 7 now.
Cool.
Meaning SummerSlam is now moving to 5 hours. Meaning WrestleMania is moving to 4 days. I mean, this is probably the direction they're going.
The
though.
pre-show is Thursday morning.
Thursday morning. Stop with the freaking. What are you doing? He's trolling us now.
God.
A little bit.
Our
a little
producer
bit.
seducer over here.
Ray says, "What about talking about Dominion?" Well, Eric hasn't finished it yet.
We can talk about Dominion. I want to talk about. I didn't finish it. I didn't watch the Kenny Omega Okada fight, but I know who won because somebody spoiled it for me.
Not me.
It was Trevor.
No, it was you.
It was Trevor.
No, he spoiled it for you.
He spoiled it for you too. You just didn't read it.
That didn't spoil it for me then.
It was there though.
But it didn't spoil it for me.
I'm just saying it's not my fault.
It is your fault.
I'm going full Snitsky on this one.
That's who I'm thinking of, Gene Snitsky.
Wow.
That was so epic. You bring that guy back up right now.
No, it's gone now.
The NXT dude?
No.
And then you tell me.
Snitsky.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Well, it's because Lars Sullivan took Snitsky's wig and put it on his chin.
Am I thinking of Gene Snitsky?
Snitsky wasn't.
How about this?
Snitsky wasn't bald. He
William,
is now.
William Regal had a tag
Oh, not
partner.
Gene. God damn it.
William
Yeah, he
Regal,
was. He was bald.
William Regal
Not
had
when
a
he
tag
fir-
team
not,
partner.
Not when he
years
had
ago.
that happen with.
Look.
No, when he was in that feud with Kane, where he had the whole "it's not my fault," he wasn't bald.
That right there.
That must have been at the end of his tenure, because that is
That
not.
one.
I don't
Trans.
recognize that at all.
Yeah, that's Snitsky.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me of. That's what Lars reminded me of.
Okay, no, that's fair. I never would have got that though, because when I saw him, it was during the feud with Kane, where he had.
No,
slick back
he
hair
reminds
and
me
a really
of.
long chin
He
beard.
reminds me of Dave Taylor.
Who?
Pull up an image of Dave Taylor and throw it up.
Oh shit. Me all up and
Dave
up
Taylor,
and all
WWE.
again.
If you're
Oh,
searching.
WWE? Because I
Yeah,
pulled
'cause
up a
if you
rugby
pulled up
guy.
a rugby guy.
Really?
Yeah, that's who he reminds me.
Doesn't remind me of him at
Not
all.
Nudes? Nobody asked you for the nudes.
Nudes?
Of. Why are you looking at nudes right
Dave
now?
Taylor nudes? Don't look that up.
Oh God, no! Don't look that up.
Rule
Ooh.
34.
So many penises.
Who did you say?
Dave Taylor,
Taylor.
I
WWE.
said Tim Taylor. I was
Tim
like,
Taylor nudes.
Hashtag Tim Michigan.
Look at his tool man.
Ah,
That's a wrench for you.
a Tim Taylor porn is very Al Borland. Takes me to Borland.
Oh.
There you go.
I don't
See?
think
You
so.
don't see it? Put them side by side. Do it. Make it work, son. Make it work. Put my thing down. Like, see, kinda. Like shave his head. Tell me, that's what it reminds me of.
You're a weird fella. You're a feared wella.
Whatever.
Hold on. There you go.
Kinda.
Put his face over the other one.
See? There. It looks just like him now. See? Brett's looking up Tim Taylor nudes now. What have we started?
Oh, man.
So the first match we have is Ember Moon versus Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus Natalya versus Lana versus Naomi versus Sasha Banks versus the Kitchen Sink for the Money in the Bank match for the Women's Championship contract.
I'm really banking on the kitchen sink.
Who do you think?
Prediction.
Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win?
Both.
Okay.
Who do you want to win? Because I know who I want to win.
Who do I want to win?
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I want.
Because she's pretty.
Also, yes. I want.
And she is a badass, though.
I want Ember Moon.
Okay. Now, who do you think's gonna win? Let's go elimination style. Who do you think's not gonna win?
Lana.
Out.
Okay,
Lana's
Lana's out.
Goodbye.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna be Natalya.
Goodbye, Natalya.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Goodbye, Natalya. Okay. As much as I want to see it, I don't think Sasha Banks.
Nope. Banks is out.
Banks' statement of the year.
Charlotte's out.
Charlotte's out. You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think Charlotte's out?
Because Charlotte's out. She doesn't need the Money in the Bank. She has
That's true.
credibility.
I was gonna say she's trying real hard to get that title back, but
I don't think it's gonna be Naomi.
I do think it is.
You think so?
I think there's a high probability of it.
Very high probability because who won?
I also don't think it's gonna be Ember Moon. Although I know you want Ember Moon, but I don't think she's.
I don't
up to
think
that.
she's gonna win it.
I don't
That's
think
who
so
I
just
want to
yet.
win it.
I think
Lana
ultimately-
is the best. Lana number one. Lana is the best.
I hate Rusev.
Lana
I hate
number one.
Rusev. And
There's
On
your
the wrong
clip.
side of
There's your
Aiden
clip.
this time.
Clip it, baby.
I hate Aiden.
So I honestly think it's going to come down to Becky Lynch or Naomi.
You don't think Alexa Bliss has a shot?
No, because
doesn't
she's
need it.
She doesn't need it. She's too high caliber on Raw right now.
Naomi gets this thing.
I think it's going to be either Naomi or Becky Lynch because Naomi's had a recent shot at the title at WrestleMania. Becky Lynch hasn't had a shot at the title in
A while.
like 7 or 8 months.
Sure, but she's
Thank you, Trevor. Rusev is the best.
Oh, Rusev is not.
Rusev is the best. Rusev number one.
If you don't respect women, Rusev is the best.
But I don't. So
He's a piece of shit.
yeah, but
Tell
that's
us
not
how you really
that's
feel.
not Rusev. That's whatever his real name
His
is.
character's stupid too. What compelling matches he ever put on? Oh, that's
All
right.
of them.
None.
All
None.
of them.
You know his catchphrase.
Have you seen his bra and panties match?
God.
It's called a sex tape.
Gross.
Sucks tape.
Yeah, she does.
Oh,
anyway,
gross.
she took that sausage.
Moving on. So the vote
Hungarian
is
sausage.
either Naomi or Becky Lynch.
Sick now.
I think Becky
Who's
Lynch.
your final? Becky Lynch?
Becky Lynch.
Who do we think or want?
Think.
Think
Who's your
Naomi.
actual prediction?
Naomi.
So you're 50-50 on this one, huh?
What about you?
I don't know, man. I just don't feel like they're pushing Becky enough. I think it's going to be Naomi. If it's between those two, it's going to be Naomi.
They're not pushing Naomi either.
No,
They're about in
but-
the same boat as far as matches go.
Yeah, but she's been up there before, and she is about to be riding a little bit more out of the Usos, I think.
She riding that Uso.
Literally.
It's Brittany, bitch. What? Who's Brittany?
I don't know.
It's Brittany.
What happened to not cursing, Brett?
Yeah, I thought you didn't curse.
Yeah,
Bitch is
he's
technically a female dog.
That's true. It's Brittany, female dog.
Brett's siding with Eric on that one.
So, whatever.
Right, baby.
Well, I mean, we'll see. It's coming up.
This Sunday,
Sunday.
live. Free
Hit,
for new
hit
subscribers.
us with the next match, Trev.
Superdome.
Trev.
So again, not in the specific order of the event, but we have the other Money in the Bank ladder match for a World Championship contract featuring the likes of Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz,
Rusev.
Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and one of the New Day. Who do you think will be the New Day? Xavier, I'm hoping.
I think it's going to be either Xavier or
Big E.
Kofi.
Kofi for the
I think
spot, but he could ultimately be ringside helping out and do a spot.
It's also true.
Or what I'd love to see, just put all 3 of them in there, because why not?
It's true. But I think it'll be Xavier out of the New Day. At least I am hoping to.
I would think it would be either Xavier or Big E.
I'd love an Xavier
think
Big
it'd
E
be
push,
Kofi.
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love for one of them to get pushed to the main event.
No,
I would
or a
love
singles
Xavier.
belt.
well, and that's the thing. No,
Specifically, yeah.
Xavier Woods needs a push.
Yeah.
sure, absolutely. But knowing Vince, it would be Big E.
Raven Knight says I want Braun to win, but he won't. And Brett says Miz is my pick. Okay, so let's go through this like we did the last match.
So who do we want?
Who do you want and who do you think?
Oh, okay.
I want Bobby Roode to win this thing.
Ooh.
That's a tough call for me. Either Bobby Roode or
Because that
Miz,
entrance
honestly.
with the briefcase, that's money in the bank.
I want Miz to win it.
He's okay.
Trevor, I have to disagree with you there. I think there are definitely some bad choices here, but it's either Miz or Bobby Roode. I don't know who I would say I would want more.
Miz is a good alternative.
Yeah, I think they're both solid.
I think Miz needs a solid, another title push, like main card title push.
I've been
And I feel
wanting that
like
for years.
I know, and I feel like Miz and either AJ Lee or Shinsuke, hopefully AJ Lee, AJ Styles, Miz and AJ Lee.
I mean,
Brett says Bobby ain't gonna win that shit, and you know it.
No, he's not. No.
come on.
There's no question.
I don't
in
think
my
he's
mind.
going to.
Bobby Roode is not winning this match.
Who do you think's gonna win then?
Yeah.
Not Braun Strowman.
No, Braun Strowman's got too much going for him on Raw, in the heavyweight.
I would narrow it down very quickly to either Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, or Samoa Joe. But if I have to pick specifically one of them, I'd probably Samoa Joe. Is who I would
That's
think
not
is going to
interesting.
win.
It'd be more interesting for Braun. Because Braun, the next night on Raw, he'd be like, Brock, get down here. I'm cashing in right now. He wouldn't surprise. He'd demand it.
Yeah.
And then Brock would draw the belt on a Raw. So that's how I'd book it.
Trevor, you can go ahead and be mad about it. I hate Samoa Joe, and I think he would be a terrible choice, but I think that's who they're going to pick.
Samoa Joe would be a terrible choice. He's not interesting.
He's so boring. I cannot stand Samoa Joe.
He is past his prime. If you want to go watch some good Samoa Joe matches, go back about 7 years in TNA wrestling. Or better yet, go back to Ring of Honor over a decade ago. Then you could find some good Samoa Joe stuff.
Maybe.
Look, him and CM Punk back in the days.
You know who I think would be an awesome win, but I know they won't win?
Unsubscribe? What? Good thing you don't subscribe.
Good thing you didn't
follow.
sub. Who would I think would be a fun win? Xavier Woods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be
Not
amazing
gonna
to see
happen,
Xavier
but I
win.
think it would be awesome.
Yeah. He ain't
I
gonna-
honestly think it's going to be between Finn Balor, Miz, and KO. It's really close, to be honest with you. They all are big heavy hitters.
Well, you just named all the people on Raw to go against Brock.
And it needs to happen that way, I think.
Button setting mode.
If we're talking predictions right now, it needs to happen that way. That thing needs to go back to Raw, and somebody needs to cash in on Braun.
Brock.
Braun.
Yeah, Braun.
Braun.
Sorry.
Braun.
I mean, sure. Either way, I mean, these are the more interesting matches. I can't recall in recent Money in the Banks where I've been super excited for someone to have it.
The last women's money. This one has to be better for the women because the last one.
Oh, the way they executed that with James House. Oh my God. Well, let's make a bunch of progress and slap everybody in the face for rooting for women by having a man win it.
Yep.
You fucking idiots.
Yeah. So final predictions on winner. Rob.
Actual winner, I think it's going to be Joe.
Joe?
I don't want it to be, but I think it is.
Gravity.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Rusev.
Rusev.
Sure. Sure, I'm gonna just
Oh.
random.
Throwing
Okay.
darts at the wall.
Well, let's do this.
Random. Bobby Roode.
I'll take Bobby Roode. No, I do think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Finn Balor.
Rumor is James Ellsworth may come back for this pay-per-view. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
You're done. Next match.
We got AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, a last man standing match for
last
the
dick
WWE
kicking.
Championship match.
Last dick kicking.
I Swear to God, if they botch this match with another dick kick finish,
That's
I'm
how
out.
it's gonna end.
I'm out.
You know it's how it's gonna
I'm
end.
done.
You know
I'll still
it's...
do the show, but
Can
I'm
we
not
just
watching anymore.
do predictions on this? I don't want to talk about this match right now.
Okay, predictions.
AJ Styles.
Styles.
I think they're gonna give it to Nakamura.
You think so?
Who do you
so.
want?
AJ Styles.
I'm ready for a Nakamura run.
Yeah.
That was a weird switch we
Nope.
all just had there. I love AJ Styles as the champ. I think they're gonna give it to Nakamura because of this whole heel thing, and they're gonna take it back to the frickin' Desert Storm, Sergeant Slaughter villain bullcrap.
Oh.
Seriously, they trumped up his whole switch with the whole no speak English. Like they set it
I
up.
loved that though. That was amazing.
Sure, and it was great TV, and
So,
I hated.
What are
the
your
thing.
comments on what you did to AJ? No speak English. Oh, okay. We're going racist card. I like it, WWE.
No.
It was funny.
And that's the thing about it. Like I feel like it hit exactly what it was supposed to hit, especially right now, especially with all the political controversy going on.
Yeah.
That's why I think they're going to drop it to Shinsuke. But
With
that's
our-
why I
our
don't
savior.
want them to now. I don't want them to do it now because then it just validates that bullcrap.
Taints it.
Exactly.
Grundles it.
Kicks right in the
It
taint.
just yep.
So the next match, I'm excited for this.
I am not. I'm the
Wow.
complete opposite of excited because where do you go with this? Ronda Rousey, is she going to win the belt here?
What if?
Why though?
Hear me out.
She doesn't have any singles matches under her.
She wins the belt and gets cashed in on
That's the only way to like,
and start a
make you-
rivalry.
Sure, it's the only way you care for this character, but
Okay, but
either
don't-
she's humbled by losing to Nia Jax, and this does what for the boring champion that is Nia Jax, or she wins and gets cashed in on immediately, which is more
What if-
intriguing for her character. But
What if
I think
Nia
it's a complete
Jax-
waste to have her win the belt and get cashed on
Right.
in the same night?
Right.
Of
They're
both
pulling
things.
the trigger so soon, and I don't get the abruptness of the build to this match. Why did they have to sign her for this? Why not build for something like SummerSlam, a bigger event? Why randomly at Money in the Bank unless something else is planned like a potential cash-in?
Trevor, 1,000,000%.
Yeah,
this.
I agree with
a
that.
1,000,000% this. From the minute this went from TV friendly rivalry, I think it would be cool to fight you, Ronda, when they announced it, to like Stephanie suddenly like stirring the fire, which first of all was insanely transparent, and it was annoying that both of them quote unquote fell for it.
Well,
But
that's
the
the
minute that
problem.
happened, I checked out because you immediately exited a "Don't Be a Bully" campaign by turning the person who overcame the bully into a bully. That's
Yep.
just trash writing.
Unbelievable.
It's trash writing. It's lazy and it's garbage.
It's like it's fake or something.
Right? So
Wrestling's
ultimately,
not fake.
It's real to me, damn it.
there was this one time that Andrew and I were at B-Dubs watching a pay-per-view, and it was like two people yelling at each other. This lady got super pissed and threw a tantrum, and it was basically like that. Wrestling's not fake. She yelled in the middle of B-Dubs at this other person that was like booing or doing something to annoy her. She just went berserk.
Well, the
It was quite comical.
The problem with it is that it both is and is not. Like, it is extremely physical.
Well, yeah, you
Like,
get
the
hurt. You
bumps
can't
and
fake
bruises,
gravity.
That's real.
Yeah.
But it's all scripted, man. There's
choreographed. It's a
somebody
dance.
backstage knows who's winning that match 3 weeks ago.
So
okay?
when Tom Cruise was in the
Tom Cruise.
when he was in Mission Impossible and he was climbing down that building, that wasn't him, right?
No, that was
It was a stunt double.
yeah.
Or was it?
That
That's
was
incredibly physical, but it's fake.
sure.
Actually, that was Tom Cruise, I think, in that one.
My story still stands.
Yeah.
So they don't want Ronda to lose, but they don't want Nia Jax to lose that title. So they're just trying to find a way to make Nia keep the title, make sure Ronda doesn't lose the pin. How do you book this one? They
DQ.
clearly
It's got to be a DQ.
It's not going to be pinfall because they keep teasing the armbar. That's going to be if you look at the history of Nia Jax's character, the biggest thing is chop the tree down, right, and then make her tap. All her NXT matches were like that, overcoming those odds because you can't wrestle her, so you have to make her tap. Who's pinned her?
DQ.
Not many people.
Yeah,
So
I think
sure, a
it's going to be
DQ, but come on.
The whole thing is a waste. It's absolutely ridiculous that we're even seeing this match.
I
right now.
think they needed something for both of them to do, and the intrigue of having Ronda in a title bout brought her up, and then it gave Nia something to do.
Sure.
some semblance of credibility to go out there and call out the baddest woman on the planet.
Yeah, it's kind of like Brock in a way, where it's a high caliber match. You have a big name.
You know, let's I guess all go with open minds here because we were very judgmental and predetermining her debut at Mania, and we're all pleasantly surprised. Because it was her that surprised us.
I'm not saying that the match won't be.
Statement.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What was the statement? Oh yeah. So I don't think
Rousey wears the booty shorts.
I don't
That'd be
think
beautiful.
I don't think that match is going to be bad. I think
Average.
the outcome of it will not be good.
Yeah, ultimately that's what we care about, right? A lot of it, anyways.
Yeah.
Sure. Again, not looking forward to it, so let's move on.
Yeah.
You got the next one, or am I?
I got this one. The next we got is Carmella versus Asuka for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship.
Win or lose, I don't care. I think this is going to be a good match. As much as I don't want to like Carmella because her character annoys the ever-living crap out of me, she's actually been riding a pretty solid run of backing up her trash talk. Beating Charlotte clean was a big moment.
I think Carmella needs to win this.
Oh, she needs to, absolutely.
Asuka doesn't have... She has no reason to win. Like, before she had her streak, if she lost, the streak was over. There's no streak anymore.
Right.
Her wins and losses, she's still going to be high caliber whether or not.
Don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
She'll be able to bounce back from whatever. But if Carmella loses, there's no way she's going to get back up there right away.
Well, no, if Carmella loses, that's probably her one and only title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So build her up more. Have her win against Asuka. Build up those high caliber wins. Then make her lose at something like a bigger event. SummerSlam.
So you think Carmella will win?
I think Carmella's going to win.
Rob?
I think so too. I don't want her to, but I think she will.
I think so.
I think she needs to.
And ultimately, that's who I want as well.
Yeah. Honestly, I do too. I love Asuka. She's a great competitor. She's an amazing wrestler.
She will make a great champion at some point.
She will do great things eventually. Not that she hasn't already, but...
Right, just not yet.
Yeah.
You think she's going to win by roll-up? I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, something of that effect.
Oh my god.
Maybe Ellsworth comes back.
This next match.
Speaking of shit I don't want to watch.
Can we skip this?
So this is a match that's happening. Roman Reigns, Jinder Mahal. Roman Reigns wins. Jinder takes some more steroids and works on his titties.
Next.
Come on, we got to throw a prediction. What do you have?
I just said.
I
Roman
have
Reigns
me
wins.
taking a dump during. My poop wins.
And this is probably your main event of the night.
I hope Mahal wins.
Okay, cool.
I hate him. I just hope he wins.
And don't hinder.
Bludgeon Brothers versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I think Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Yes, take those belts away from the Bludgeon Brothers.
Put the Bludgeon Brothers somewhere else.
Yeah, they're done.
Put
Get
them
rid
in a
of them.
warehouse. Make them make parts for cars or something.
Need to make the club big as it is everywhere else. Why are you failing to recognize the talent you have back and have purchased? What the fuck are you doing? Sure, you can't get the name Bullet Club? Uh-oh. Cease and desist, young bucks. Come on. Do something with them. You have potential. Get Balor, get AJ Styles. I don't care who of those two, but make a faction. Bring back factions because you have potential.
Yeah.
We have all kinds of
You said everything.
factions all over the place.
And yes, Wyatt family. Bring them back as well.
The most infuriating part of that is that they put them with AJ
They
on their
teased
first
it.
night back on SmackDown.
The Awoken
And the second
family.
night.
Oh,
Yeah, Woken
Ew.
family would be way
Sure.
better at this point.
Sure.
Because I actually really enjoy Matt and Bray together.
Ah. Crazy. So yes, that's my thought and prediction. The club will win.
I hope so. But I see Bludgeon retaining.
I do not.
Because they've been pushing them too hard to be the unstoppable force.
When you put those guys into your mouth, press down on the D-pad.
So next one, are you giving me all the bad matches on purpose?
Your wife just said when you put those guys in your mouth.
I did. Sorry.
Now, she would know best.
Yoshi's Island.
Yikes.
So anyway,
Next.
So he gave me another crap match. Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn.
I had a
is the
crap
thing.
match too. Bludgeon Brothers and Luke Gallows.
That's true. Well, yeah, half crap.
That's true.
More like a crap. Lashley.
You do get the crap matches because I got the next one.
I know.
The only way Sami Zayn wins this is by cheating.
Yep. Lashley wins.
There's no clean win for Zayn here.
Nope.
Pre-show.
I hope so.
He'd
Jesus.
probably be on the pre-show too.
This will probably be the main event. Are you kidding?
No. You're so
The main
wrong.
event of the pre-show.
It's true. It's true.
Who do you guys
for
think
real.
is going to win? You said Sammy?
No, I
Lashley.
said there's no way Sami
Oh.
wins.
Yeah, I
Lashley.
think Lashley.
Yeah.
He's going to beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, well, and he's got it coming at this point, and then I hope this feud
He's
dissolves
got it
right
coming.
here. If this feud doesn't end here, I might stop watching anyway.
So the next match we got is probably one that I'm kind of excited for, even though, I mean, actually I'm pretty excited for
Be a
it.
good match.
I think this is the one I'm most excited for, honestly.
Seth Rollins and Elias for the Intercontinental Championship. I ultimately think Rollins is going to retain, but it's going to be a really good match.
I really, really think so, too.
I think Rollins will retain, but I would love the intrigue of Elias actually winning this thing.
I would like it too, but I don't see it happening yet.
Yeah, we got some Elias fans here, so.
I don't think that's going to be on the pre-show.
No, that's not going to be on the pre-show.
We're saying Lashley and Sami Zayn is going to be on the pre-show.
Yeah, Lashley, Sami Zayn pre-show.
I don't think Elias is ready to take the belt yet.
I don't think he is either.
And certainly not from Rollins.
I don't think that. Yeah, I agree with Rob.
No, if you're going to make an impact.
Well, if you want to
Yeah.
make an impact for Elias, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
right,
They have
but
other
why?
plans. They're going to bring back the freaking Shield again because Dean Ambrose is coming back soon.
They already
Oh,
said
yeah,
that's
they-
on the pre-show.
Yeah, the tag titles are on the pre-show.
Oh,
I saw.
God.
Trevor said that earlier.
Really?
Well, Trevor or Brett, one of the two of them said it earlier.
Wait,
I don't know.
somebody just say something about Ambrose?
Yeah, Ambrose.
I just said Ambrose is healing up. He's about ready to
Yeah,
come
he's
back.
about to come back.
Oh,
The current.
yeah, but I don't think they're gonna put him right back with Seth.
Well, the
I just don't think
going
they're gonna-
theory is that they're going to reunite the Shield because they were just beginning to put him back together when he got injured.
Heel Shield.
I'd be in for that. Are you kidding me?
I would too.
If for no other reason than because it would finally drag Roman's ass into the
Into
heel
something
faction.
else. Yes. Thank you.
Drag him
But
somewhere.
he'd
back.
still wear that stupid vest.
No, get rid of
No.
that. Get rid of that.
He won't do it that often because he won't be the star.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he'll do it twice as often because he's not the star, I think.
He won't be in the ring that often.
And he'll be outside beating people up doing that.
What who do you, so predictions? You say Elias?
Elias, let's
I
do
think,
it.
I think
Let's
Rollins
walk.
can hold it.
We'll walk
I think-
with Elias.
Listen, I don't disagree that Elias would be an interesting win, but I think Rollins is going to retain.
People are saying Dean should go to SmackDown. I mean, sure.
That would be such a waste.
Well, Dean Ambrose is kind of a waste.
Wow.
You're not wrong.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
The
He's
only
kinda
reason he had
boring
the
to watch.
belt is because they're like, you know, it'd be really cool if all three Shield members had it in the same night.
Yeah. He's actually kind of boring to watch.
I
He
want,
Remember
reminds
his
me-
Brock Lesnar WrestleMania match with all the chairs?
I
Yeah.
want him to be more interesting.
I want him to be interesting too, but the thing that stands out to me for him is he does the same one thing over and over again, and you know what that is? I bet you can guess what it is.
Oh, the stupid rope thing where you almost
Yeah.
fall through and then... That's what I hated about him the most. It was the same...
Yeah, and you know
it was
what we
the
hate about
one-trick
Roman?
pony. The same thing, yes.
Every
And it's
5
ultimately
seconds.
why people hated on John Cena. He's a 5 freaking move wrestler.
Yeah.
So are
Although
most
John Cena's been
guys,
getting
though.
better.
Most are, but there's a way to hide it. You could tell beat by beat when they're setting up things. It was like The Rock. But the thing that helped The Rock was his extraordinary amounts of charisma.
Yeah.
And
The Rock could get away with doing the same 3 moves over and over
Right,
in a match
because you
everybody just
wanted
loved
to see
watching
it.
him. Yeah.
I feel like shoot, what's his name? Who am I thinking of? Why am I Randy Orton?
Mhm.
Same thing.
He hides it better, though, too.
But exactly, that's what I mean. Like, but he can do certain things out of nowhere.
Right.
Like you don't. Haha. So, the thing where he throws him off the ropes and then does the scoop slam. What's
Right.
it called?
It's a power slam.
a power slam?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a scoop slam. I guess. I
He
don't know.
he. Usually his setup used to be he throws him into the ropes and then does it. But if somebody throws him into the ropes, or if somebody runs into the ropes, he'll get up really quick and then do it. Mix it up. Another example of a good way to hide it.
But it also shows you he's a 20-year veteran.
Yeah.
Like, it shows you.
Same with John Cena. John Cena's growing on me.
this late in the career.
I know.
I think it's the fact that you just respect what he's done.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the
Well,
fact
you
that he's
can't not
grown
at
on
this
you.
point.
Well, that's what I mean. You don't respect his wrestling character. You respect everything else.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
the last match, though, on the pay-per-view card, not the final or main event by any means, is Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
Womp womp.
Again.
Don't care.
Daniel Bryan's gonna win that.
Don't even want to watch
Again?
Yeah. I'd be surprised if they took this to a 3 match.
I wouldn't.
I would.
What else are they going to do with him?
Not face Big Cass.
it. Please, dear God, yes.
You know, something else.
Come on.
They're giving us big matches like him versus Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Like
At SmackDown, like on SmackDown.
like they're giving us big matches. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
those.
agreed,
I feel like
but
those are matches that are like, we want them to fight, but we don't want to put them in a storyline together yet.
right?
Because then that's too much of a commitment to put them in a storyline, and you have to build something intriguing and interesting.
Yeah, Matt, I would love to see that. Are you kidding me?
You have to have an egg. And you have to
he. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, for real. What's up, Sarah Matt?
Brian Shelton feud. Yeah. Yeah. Shelton Benjamin.
Cass wins when Enzo shocks everyone, returns to
Enzo
help.
would come back. The
He's
only
gonna
Enzo's
run
doing-
in and do his
Have you-
Phoenix.
Have you heard his songs?
No.
I've heard the one Phoenix.
He's got a second video out after that.
Unfortunately, he does.
It's wow. The second one's worse.
Really?
Like it gets worse.
I like. Okay, so let me say, I didn't love it, but I liked Phoenix. He's not a good rapper. He's not. But I liked the message that was going through it. Like he's like, "Fuck you, I didn't do this shit. Look what you did."
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, like it's that anger of, I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
Wrongful accusation,
Yeah.
supposedly.
He ain't coming back. WWE ain't hiring him
No.
back.
No. If anything, he goes to TNA or New
He'll go to
Japan.
TNA.
Yeah.
And take Cass with him.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, at this point, you know,
Get that
when they were a
squad.
team,
And then call him Colin Cassidy.
when they
over
were a
there.
team and they started doing solo stuff, I thought it could be somewhat intriguing. Really knowing that the tag would never come back now,
press down.
and
to
seeing
throw it.
him solo,
If you don't want to throw it, just
he
press down.
doesn't interest me anymore,
Oh, oh, oh.
and that's sad to say. But
Press down.
Phoenix is amazing. I'm glad I listened to that song. I'm glad I wasted some time out of my life watching that shit. Me too, buddy.
So, that is the upcoming 4-hour Money in the Bank pay-per-view. They have 10 matches on it, which definitely can fill the 4-hour time space. The length will probably go to Seth Rollins, Elias, the Money in the Bank matches, and then possibly Styles. The shorter matches are going to go to your Nia Jax, your Carmella Asuka,
Roman
your
Reigns.
Roman
Jinder.
Reigns. They're going to be a 10-minute. Daniel Bryan, Big Cass is going to be a 10-minute match. Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn will be a 10-minute or less.
That'd be a
If
5-minute
that.
match.
I was
Be
gonna
five.
say.
Tag team, if it's on the pre-show, that's a 7-minute match at best.
I was hoping, Matt, I was hoping they were going to be tag champs.
Who?
Cass and Enzo.
Oh,
They
yeah.
should have been, but the damn Hardys returned and ruined that party.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
that should have been their moment.
Yep.
I was so
Um,
mixed on that because I was so geeked to see the Hardys come
I was
back.
pissed.
But as soon as they hit the stage, I was like, oh, come on. Now Enzo and Cass are screwed.
Yep. That's why I was pissed.
I had that same, like,
Yeah.
And I was also pissed that they didn't have Teddy Long introduce him.
I know, so was I.
That was a missed opportunity.
Hold on, player.
But
This is going to be.
Well, I mean, the New Day coming out and talking like they were going to come join the match fit.
sure, but they should have introduced and Teddy Long, who introduced them. But
Yeah.
we're just guys that talk wrestling, that watch wrestling. We don't know anything about being creative.
Yep.
True story, Brett.
So that was our take on Backlash, NXT Chicago, and the upcoming Money in the Bank. Do you want to give a little insight what's been going on in NAW for those who aren't up to date, aren't watching? For those new viewers like Sour Matt here, our boy Matt.
So every Wednesday we have a Nerd Acumen wrestling program that you, the viewer, can be a character in. You get to vote. If you get the most votes right, you get to decide the following week's main event. And you can put yourself in title matches. You can put yourself against anyone. Do anything you want. Lately it's been Not So Silent Bob running the show. And now the other Miller is running the show by challenging Who do they went for the tag belts, took those from actually Eric and I, so we're no longer the tag champs in our own show. Brett, of course, he joined us here with the debut of the first show, got a character on it, and now he's going for the main event title against Not So Silent Bob next week. So if you're watching Now Sour Matt and you're interested in wrestling and want to watch our program, every Wednesday 8:30 on our channel here is Nerd Acumen Wrestling. So let us know.
You got them previous episodes up on that on demand?
Yep, you can watch the previous episodes. They're highlights on our channel here on Twitch, or you can go to youtube.com/doseofnerdacumen. There's a playlist actually for all 3 episodes to date. And then coming up in a couple weeks' time, we're going to try to make our first pay-per-view event and do something big with that.
Yep.
So, and that beard, yes, there's going to be a.
Oh yeah, tell them about that match.
Possible beard.
You want to pull up your cam and show them the hair?
So, pull that ponytail. Beard versus hair match coming up. He's putting his hair on the line against this.
Wrong way. There we go.
Loser has to cut off. So.
Not all the way off.
Pretty much.
I'm going full Baron Corbin.
Full Baron Corbin. So
Do that.
be on the look. Be on the lookout for that coming up in 2 weeks' time. That'll be our first pay-per-view. But of course, every Wednesday is Nerd Acumen Wrestling. Tomorrow, what do you got going on, Eric?
Tomorrow is going to be the inaugural episode of the On-Land Party with me. I will be streaming from 12 p.m. Eastern Time to probably about 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to be doing online games every week. There's a possibility for you to join me. Depends on the episode. We'll see how it goes, how the chat's going. But we're going to listen to some music. We're going to play some online games. And it'll just be fun. Tomorrow, I believe, is going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. Each week I'm going to try to post a poll to see what online games we can throw in. And you'll go to our Facebook, facebook.com/doseofnerdacumen, and vote in the poll.
Brett keeps saying for $9.99 you can watch all of this. Of course you can donate $9.99 to watch all of this, but ultimately our content is free.
It's free for all subscribers, just like they say on the network.
No, it's free for all followers.
First month is free.
Yeah.
So yeah, and content is free for followers.
To kind of tie everything up in a bow, this was the 3-second tan. If you like what you see here, click that sub button. It's going to be right over right here. And then you can sub to us. It's $5.99 for normal viewers. If you have a Twitch Prime sub, or if you have an Amazon Prime account, link it with your Twitch account. You get a free Prime sub every month.
Is it $5.99 now, or $4.99?
$4.99 for a month. But you can follow for free. See when we go live. Come watch us.
Yeah. And there's Rob.
I thought that was the GIF again of.
Tempting, but I took it off the Stream Deck.
So this has been our 37th episode, 37 weeks in a row, that is, of the Weekly Dosage, going strong.
And our 3rd episode of the 3-second tan.
Controller doesn't move yet.
What?
They're talking.
Gotcha. So yeah, you can catch us live with this. All 3 of us get together in person, right, Eric?
Yep.
Every week for brand new content. We even take recommendations from you guys, our viewers. So if you want to see us play a game or talk about something, pitch it. We'll probably do it, because half of our content was suggested by viewers, and then we came up with something.
True story.
So
we pick when you don't.
it's true. So
That being said, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys on our next 3-second tan. We'll probably be talking about what happened for Money in the Bank and on. Look forward to that. And in between, we'll have more weekly dosages, coming up some gameplays, and some more of all the good culture with the 1990s.
indeed.
And
Just pay fucking $90. What the hell?
I mean, look, I'm not mad at it.
He's
You wanna give me
pimping us.
$10,
on the
$10.
Gnaw network.
I'm excited about it.
Do it. Bye.
Really? Really?
End.